someone just bought one of my large abstracts a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Um, she said that she initially thought it was the colors that she was drawn to, but then she realized it made her feel happy.
I think another reason why I buy art, and I kind of touched on this, is I like the artist and I want to support that artist. So I will look for something that appeals to me.
Welcome to Creative Type Podcast. This is episode 5, Why Someone Buys Your Work. I am Lori Rivera.
And I'm Jamie Haney.
And we're your hosts for Creative Type Podcast.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, so Lori, what you been up to? It's been a week since we've done a podcast. So you want to say anything about what you've been up to?
Yeah. Oh, well, school was out for 2 days in a row.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We had an ice storm. Yeah, where we live, we don't get much snow, but we get ice a lot of times. So freezing rain. That's what it was this time, wasn't it? It was freezing rain.
Freezing rain, and then it snowed on top of that. My daughter and I were at the mall doing a little shopping, and we came out, and there was like a sheet of ice on our front window.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
And I didn't have an ice scraper in the car.
How do you not have an ice scraper in the wintertime?
Yeah, we just don't have one in there. So I need to get one in there. I didn't realize there was one in there. So we need to get one. And then so I was putting the defrost on, and
I don't even use an ice scraper. I use a credit card. It works so much better.
Oh yeah.
Because you can curve it and it goes to the curve of the windshield. That's an old trick I learned a long time ago.
I'll have to try that.
Or your driver's license.
Yeah.
Driver's license.
Oh, you're joking with me. Why don't you have an ice scraper in your car? And you don't even have one either.
I do have one because I'm too short to reach the middle. So I have to,
That's a great idea, though. I'll have to try that.
But it's just better if you don't even have to get out in it, right?
I know, right? Right.
All right. So, I painted a little bit the day before yesterday. So, which is good for me. And let's see what else. Oh, I have something coming up. I didn't really accomplish a whole lot this past weekend, but I do have a ghost hunt again.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 2-night one this time, starting tomorrow. So I'm leaving tomorrow morning and I won't be back till Sunday. This is Thursday, by the way. All right. So let's get started on why someone would buy your artwork, your original paintings. What is it, Lori? What is it that attracts you? I know you buy a lot of art. I buy a lot of art.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. A lot is subjective, isn't it?
Right.
It's relative. But when you pick out a piece or you see a piece, why is it you buy the art that you have in your home that isn't yours?
Right. Well, I'm thinking of this one I bought from you earlier, or not this year, it was last year. The little fish, remember that?
Oh yeah, that funky little fish.
I loved it. Well, first of all, it was colorful and I love the colors, but more so than that, it reminded me of my grandfather because he loved to fish.
Oh, really?
And so, he was.
You didn't tell me that. That's cool.
Oh, I did it? I thought I did.
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's part of the reason I bought it. And so, I just felt it reminded me of him. And I have it in my studio up here on my little shelf. So I keep it in my studio. And so, I think a lot of people, that's one reason they buy artwork, because it reminds them of something personal in their life. Reminds them of someone or something.
Did you hear the crash?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, good. I've got a pretty good microphone then.
Well,
my cat I have a light box and I was kind of waiting for that glass to shatter. And I have it on my drafting table, which is my drawing table, and along with a gooseneck hook and something else. And it all just came crashing down.
Oh, no.
But I'm sorry.
I didn't hear a thing. Oh, that's okay.
I'm glad. Real life, folks. This is real life.
Yeah.
And we will just carry on, right? Not have to worry about trying to edit it out because this is just the way it is.
That's right.
All right. So,
what about you, Jamie? Go ahead.
Let's talk more about your grandpa. Tell me a little bit. What is it about? Did you ever go fishing with your grandpa?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother and I would go with them. I don't know. We went like maybe a handful of times. We didn't go a
Yeah.
lot, but I wasn't really into fishing myself. I just kind of went for the fun of being in the boat and
Yeah. And
all
being with
that.
your grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it obviously, even though you didn't go a lot, it obviously made an impact in your life. That's a memory that you have of your grandpa. Is your grandpa still alive?
No, he's not.
Oh, that's
No.
really sweet then. I feel honored. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh.
I liked that little crazy fish too. It was a little, I think it was, what do you remember the title of it?
Oh, I don't.
I love the title
Uh,
paintings. I know you do too. I have fun with
yeah,
it.
me too.
I think it was more than what you bargained for,
That might
is
be
what the
it.
title was. Yeah. And it was one of those crazy looking fish that have that little dangly thing,
Yeah,
on the front of them. Kind of my take on that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
right.
All right. So when I buy art, I mean, it's very similar. It's got have a meaning that touches me, or I connect with it deeply because I have a lot of art in my house
Mhm.
already. So,
Yeah, you do.
where are limited on space, as I know that you are limited on space too. So it really has to strike a chord with me. And a lot of times it's something that I relate to, or, sometimes it's just the subject matter that reminds me of something, or if it's uh, abstract, like I have a piece of yours, Lori, that I bought several years ago. That little, I think it's
Hmm.
a 6 by 6, it might
I
be a 4 by
remember that
4.
one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I have that framed. Yeah, and I just loved it. I liked you, and I wanted to support you, but that piece just kind of spoke to me.
Mhm.
And the colors in it, I just loved. And it was kind of reminds me of a bunch of flowers put in a blender.
Oh, yeah.
And I love
That's
flowers.
cool.
So it's just that's kind of what it reminded me of, and I just love it. So I think that that's the main reason for me to buy art, is because it does have meaning, and I connect to it and relate to it. But
Right.
why do you think some other people would buy?
Well, actually, someone just bought one of my large abstracts a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
And
congratulations, by the way.
thank you. Um, she said that she initially thought it was the colors that she was drawn to, but then she realized it made her feel happy when she looked at it.
Oh,
It just made her feel joy and excitement and happiness. That's what she said.
oh,
And that just made my day,
oh yeah,
you
that's
know,
great
'cause
feedback
that's,
too. To
yeah,
and to hear that, just you know, she's obviously telling you that from her heart, and that makes you feel really good.
yeah, it did. It really did. And so, I mean, it just makes me happy to know that it makes her happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And yeah, and I think, well, with abstracts, really, I think that's a lot of times why someone buys an abstract, because of how it makes them feel.
Yeah.
Because it's not an objective piece. You may not see like actual objects in it, so you're going on how it makes you feel.
Right. Well, now, don't you find that the human nature, people always, like whenever I paint an abstract, people are always saying, I see this, I see that. And it's just human nature. And
Oh
there's a
yeah,
term for
yeah.
that. And I can't remember what it is,
I
but
can't remember either.
especially faces, because that kind of translates over into the paranormal world. People say,
Mhm.
oh, they'll see a face in the mirror or something, or in the window, a reflection, and it's actually um, programmed to in our body, way back caveman time, to see faces in things. And I wish I could think of that, the name
Yeah,
or
we'll
the
have to
term
look
of
that
that, but
up.
yeah,
I
we'll have to
can't
look that
remember
up.
it either.
But it's always interesting that people do try to pick stuff out of it, even when it's totally
Yeah.
a non-objective abstract. Do you find that? I'm sure you hear that a lot.
Right. I do. I do. People are always like, "Oh, I see a little fish over here, or I see this over there." And
Yeah.
sometimes it's like kind of cool to hear that, but at other times it's like, "Oh no, I don't want that."
Right.
And
Well,
then
what
it's
do you
like,
say? What do you say to that?
I just say, "Oh, cool, I didn't see that," because usually it's
Yeah.
something I didn't see that
Right.
somebody else saw.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so it is cool when they point that out. But there have been a couple times when I'm thinking, oh, I really don't want people to see that.
I can understand that. I have a piece that was actually a subject. It was the the big moon painting that I did that has the trees in front of it is the blood moon is what it's actually called wolf moon, but it is pink like a blood moon is. And it was at the Christmas at the cabin, and it was in this one room where the wood carver was in, and he sat in there all day, and he looked at it all the whole time. And he came and asked me, he goes, did you paint that paw in the moon on purpose? I did not. And it was amazing. I had never seen it before. And then he came and told me that. And I'm like, I've got a whole new selling proposition now for that painting because I had never seen it. But there is
cool.
a paw. I must have done it subconsciously somehow. I don't know. I sometimes wonder how these things get created. Don't you ever? Where do these come from,
Yeah.
Alice? So, I mean, some of them are just so not off the wall, but just so different and strange stuff you'd never see like in real life. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So he saw that, and I did not even, I felt kind of silly that I had not seen it, but I kind of went, oh yeah, I planned that.
Well, sometimes I think, yeah, right. Sometimes I think we're so close to the work that sometimes we're not able to step back and look at it the way somebody else looks at it, you know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think another reason why I buy art, and I kind of touched on this, is I like the artist and I want to support that artist. So I will look for something that appeals to me and buy it. And maybe it'll be a gift, but there's, as artists, we know how it is. So we like to support other artists. There was a big, what is it called? Not grassroots, but when something happens and a lot of people are doing it. I'm losing my words right now. Movement. Maybe that's it. A movement during COVID shutdown. Do you remember when it was kind of like a pay it forward kind of deal? It's like it was a challenge, a $250 challenge. Like if you buy, maybe that wasn't even it, but if you sell a piece of art, you're going to pay it forward and you buy another piece of art from another artist. And I had an artist buy from me for that. And I bought a piece as well. And I can't remember which one it was that I bought, but I did that on Instagram. So that was a sale on Instagram. And I didn't have any hashtags for that. It was just, and she told me about it. I think that she was the first one that I had heard it from, that she had, was buying it as this movement that was happening. Have you ever encountered that?
No, I haven't, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I do remember that. And nobody came to me buying anything from that. But I thought the whole idea was really cool.
I liked it too.
And I didn't know that somebody bought one of your pieces from that movement.
Yeah, it was the droopy frond leaves, of plants, the real long droopy ones. It was that one.
Okay.
So I was pleasantly, hey, I didn't care how she bought it, I was just thrilled to sell it. Sometimes it's that way, right? You're just so thrilled to sell a piece of your art that you pour so much into.
All right.
Yeah. So what have you got another idea? What do you think another reason why someone would buy your art would be?
Maybe it's a gift for someone.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned that a few minutes ago.
Yeah. And I don't know that I've ever gifted art myself. Have you gifted art?
I think I have. Well, my own art for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. But like to purchase a piece.
Right.
And
actually I have. Yes, I have. I bought a piece for my daughter for Christmas.
Okay. Well, that's a little different. You know your daughter very, very well. But I think my idea of gifting art has changed as I have evolved. I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't gift my art anymore. I find that sometimes if you gift art, it's not valued. It's not, unless the person is just crazy about it and and just loves your artwork. I find it better just to not gift it. Now I don't mind giving a friends and family discount if someone, I'm honored, of course, to have someone want to buy it from me. But I don't know, it just kind of lacks something if you give, especially maybe it's just on my end. Like I'm expecting this big, oh, I love it, thank you so much. And you might get it and they're like, oh, that's nice. Or the worst, that's cute.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's to me, that's the kiss of death. I hate it when someone says my artwork is cute.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that
I
word
don't
cute?
like that either. I
I
don't
don't
like it
like
either.
it. No,
Unless
no.
it is a piece that's really cute,
I guess,
which
but my art,
I
I
don't
don't
think I
paint.
do many cute pieces.
No, you don't. No, and I don't
Yeah.
either. I kind of intentionally, that's just not my style, you know.
It's yeah, not mine either.
No, I think
Yeah.
sometimes maybe somebody might use the word cute if they don't know what to say about it.
And
You
maybe
know,
you're right.
I'll give you an example of someone that uses the word cute, and I'm sure she won't listen to this, but my mother-in-law, I don't think she is versed in what to how to critique art or anything like that, and that's understandable, that she had not been taught anything like that. So she'd say about a fairly serious piece that I thought was serious, oh, that's cute. No, it's not
Yeah.
cute. But I think it's just one of those words that sometimes you use just because you can't think of anything else to say. Or if
Right.
rainbows and unicorns, so oh, that's cute,
I mean, that would be cute though.
I guess.
Rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah, little sticker or something. Yeah, that would
I
be
saw a
cute.
little Juju back there.
Oh yeah, she's being a troublemaker. She's the one that knocked all my stuff down. She loves it when I talk for some reason. She wants to be in my face. And I have this little tiny rolling table that I use for paints and stuff. I can roll it around. I mean, it's no bigger than, I don't know, maybe 18 inches. And she can't get up here. So it's driving her nuts. She's tried to get to me, and she stepped on some things and nearly knocked my keyboard over. So she's a mess. Okay, so I've got another reason why someone would buy your artwork, your original art. And I guess this would apply to prints as well. Uh, it's if an interior designer or an art buyer, they were actively looking for a piece to fit into their design, and maybe your piece
Right.
works. Hey, I'm all for that. I am not snobbish about who buys my art. Of
Right.
course, I want them to, love it for sure, but I'm not going to turn an interior designer down if they say, hey, the colors are perfect and they match the couch and the drapes. I know a lot of artists just hate that, but I'm not going to turn down a sale for it for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
An interior designer just bought one of my pieces at Inman's recently, I
Oh yeah,
believe.
tell me about it.
And it was one of my Ruth Bader Ginsburg
Yes, that's right. I
digital
remember.
prints. And I
Yeah.
was flattered. I was quite flattered that an interior
Yeah.
designer would want my work. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Because they have such a sense of, well, beauty and balance and all
Yeah.
those
Design.
words, all
Yeah.
those design words, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yes. Yeah.
so yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome.
That is awesome. I don't think I've ever had a designer. Now, I have thought about reaching out to designers.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've talked about that in the past before. Maybe we'll do a show one time on reaching out to designers. Well, a long
Right.
time ago, there was a podcast. Now, it's no longer active, but there are a great many episodes that you can go back and watch. And it was Artists Helping Artists. Do you remember that?
I
Did you
don't
ever listen
remember
to that
that
one?
one. I don't
Oh,
think
my
so.
goodness. Well, it started out with oh, I'm going to mess her name up. I should have. Well, we don't plan these conversations, so it's not like I could have ahead of time. I want to say her name starts with an L. Oh gosh, don't you hate that? And you can't think of
Oh
somebody's name.
yeah.
Anyway, if you look up Artist Helping Artists, and I know that Dreama was one of the co-hosts in the very beginning with this, and she's a California artist, and I'm sure that a lot of people know. But now she's kind of changed gears, and she's like an influencer now. It's kind of odd to have seen her switch, and she did a lot of, I mean, an oil painter. She was really good too. I guess being an influencer paid off a little
Yeah.
bit better than being an artist. I don't know, but she still creates things, but I don't ever see her create paintings anymore. And they ended the podcast. Actually, I don't think it even ended. It just stopped. I hate that. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
what happened? But they have so many great episodes and topics that you
Huh.
can go back and listen to.
I'll
And
have to see if
that's
I
I
can get to those if they're still
yeah,
out there.
and that's the first time I ever even heard of approaching an interior designer was through one of those podcast
Uh-huh.
from her. So that's where I kind of got the idea for that. But I guess we could go ahead and wrap it up. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I
Do you
think
have
we
any more ideas on?
I don't think so. I think
Oh, wait, I do have one more. If you're an art show and you're out walking around and you just see a piece and it just immediately just comes over, you have to have it. I think
yeah.
sometimes art can be bought as an impulse buy.
Oh
They just
yeah,
love
I
it.
agree.
But I think if you initially love it, then hopefully, right, it stays with you and you will always love it. Because I don't know about you, but I don't plan on getting
Right.
rid of any of my artwork that I have purchased.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that I kind of think your style sticks with you. It may change a
I
little
think
here
so.
and there, but
Yeah.
the core of your design aesthetic, kind of stays the same, especially with original artwork. There's something so personal about that, isn't there? That the artist
Yeah.
did all the paint strokes and did everything, mixed the colors, thought about it, sweat, cried, it all,
Yeah.
over it. And it just, to me, man, if I can buy original art, if I can afford it, that's what I prefer to have.
Me too.
I'm not one of these people that like to go out to Michael's and pick a piece of the
Oh
cow with
yeah.
all the
I
the
know.
colors on it. That's, oh my God, so many people have that around here. Have you noticed?
I have
But
noticed,
yeah.
yeah.
But to each their own. And if you have one of those cows, I'm sorry. Buy an original one. At least
Yes.
get an original.
Yeah, with some
Because
personality.
right, right. But most, no, well, I shouldn't say most. A lot of my friends who are not artists do have original art on the walls, and it's not mine. I'd like for it to be mine, but it's not always mine. There's a few of my friends that have bought my piece. I do have one friend that flat out told me she doesn't value art. And I was kind of taken back. I mean, first of all, I thought it was kind of rude of her to say that to me, but this is
Yeah.
a friend that I've had for 20 something years. And to hear her say that really, well, it not only shocked me, but it kind of opened my eyes, that other people don't value art like the way that we do. And so there always is. That's why Michael's and Kohl's and Target and Walmart, that's why they sell so many pieces, because they truly are just looking for something
Right.
to fill the hole on their wall,
Yeah,
to have
and
something
something
to
that
look at.
matches their decor and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Or
And
maybe not even that. They just want something to have on the wall so it's not blank. I don't know.
right.
But I hope that we can change that as artists, not just you and I, but all of us. Just,
Yeah.
paint stuff that is meaningful to you. I think that's the
Mhm.
best advice. Don't paint what you think will sell. It never sells.
I was just gonna
Is that
say
your,
that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
never sells.
Yeah.
I'm still
I
sitting on things that I think, oh, this will be great. I bet that'll sell. It never sells.
yeah.
And then the stuff that I'm like, oh, this isn't very good. That's the first thing that gets out the door.
I know, right? And
Yeah.
I think when we paint what we want to paint, that's when our best work shines through
Oh,
because
I
we wanted to
agree.
do it. So our
Yes.
heart's in it.
Yes. Yes, exactly. I agree with that so much. Well, what are you doing the rest of the day today? Are you going to paint?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Good. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not going to get to paint today. Today's my day with my dad. My dad is 75 and I lost my mom a long time ago. So today is our date day. We go out, we get
Yeah.
lunch, and we get groceries together, and then I take him home, and it's our little 3 hour or so, 4 hour lunch date. It's fun. We do it every week.
Yeah. Where are you eating today?
I don't know. I kind of leave it up to him because, I'm not picky. I'll eat just about anything. Sushi is off. I don't have to worry about that
Yeah.
with him. But he's older. He doesn't eat as much, so I just let him pick what he wants, and then he just kind of picks at his food. I don't know how he stays alive. Sometimes he eats
Yeah.
like a bird, but I think it is the box of 24 Twinkies that he buys every week at the store. I think he lives on those Twinkies. Ugh.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Well, I think we're
Well,
about out of time.
okay. Well, you have a great week, everyone. Lori, get to painting, girl.
Yeah.
Me too, huh? I hope I find a ghost.
I do too. I hope you find one.
That'd be great. All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. And thank you. I hope that you find someone to buy your art. And Lori, I hope you sell some art along with me. I hope I sell some art too.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye
Thanks for
bye.
listening. Well, thank you so much for listening today. As always, if you have any ideas for topics, send us an email at creativetypepodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. And if you liked our episode, we would so appreciate a review and a rating on there. It really helps the podcast. Even though we're just getting started, it helps for other artists to find us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Always looking for B-roll.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I got some different headphones. I don't.
Oh, you do?
These, well, yeah, I'm not going to use them today, but I couldn't get I took the little things off. I tried to put smaller things for my little ear holes,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get it back on. I think you got to be like Superman to put these things back on.
Those earbuds, yeah, those earbuds. I have a hard time getting those staying in my ears.
Well, yeah, because the things are too big that come with them, but they give you all these different sizes, like small, medium, and large. Yeah. So I was trying to put the small in, and well, there was no budging with that one. I couldn't get the small on at all. So I had to put the one on it that was already, back on, that was already on it.
Yeah.
And I tried to do this last time we had the podcast, and I couldn't achieve that goal then either. But these things, they push on my glasses.
Oh yeah.
And because I don't wear glasses unless I'm reading, and it's kind of messing with them because they're cheap. They're those little, cheaters, those dollar cheaters. So it's like squishing them together, and it's like moving a little glass, and it's kind of going wah wah.
Yeah.
I don't have nice ones like yours.
I need new ones.
Well, I can't imagine where in the world your ring light has gone. And really, it's not that bad. Sure. But I meant to say something. Holy cow, where does a ring light?
I know. Autumn had to take it.
Did you check her room?
I did. I didn't see it.
Did you check under the bed?
It just disappeared. I'm going to have to ask her if she took it.
Huh. Well, did you check under her bed? No? Oh, that's the first place. That's where I'd hide it. How big is it? Is it a big one?
It's a small one. It's actually hers, and I was borrowing it.
Oh, okay. Well, she just took it back then. She didn't take it. She just took it back. Right. She's like, yeah, you're finished, Mom. This is mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's 11:02. I can go catch my live thing, and I need to get ready, and I still got to pack and